Hola everyone! Today we're gonna learn some additional preterit irregular verbs. So you have been learning a lot about preterit in the past. Just to recap, the preterit tense in Spanish, it's used to talk about completed actions in the past. These actions are viewed as finished or often associated with specific time expressions and or have a clear beginning or end. We're going to look at an example of a regular verb, hablar. Yo hablé, tú hablaste, él habló. Nosotros hablamos, vosotros hablasteis, ellos hablaron. And you can watch the previous videos about all the regular preterit and some other irregular preterit. Another example of a sentence of using el pretérito. Ayer hablé con mis amigos por teléfono. Yesterday I talked with my friends over the phone. The first one we're gonna do today is the verb ir and ser. In Spanish, ir and ser, in the preterit, they share the same form and they are irregular. We have to look at context to understand which one is which, if it's ir or ser. This is the conjugation. Yo fui, tú fuiste, él fue. Nosotros fuimos, vosotras fuisteis, ellos fueron. Let's look at an example. Ayer fui al estadio Kinnick para mirar un partido de fútbol americano. Now we're gonna look at some verbs in preterit. They change the spelling to maintain a consistent pronunciation. Just remember when people started speaking Spanish and languages evolved, not everyone was writing down stuff. So the pronunciation is the most important stuff. And so there is a spelling change to keep the same sound, to make it sound more natural. And we have the verbs like empezar, ending in sar. So instead of say as empez, the Z changes into a C. So empecé. We have practicar, the C, as you can see for the to form, the L form, changes to a Q-U. So practique. It sounds the same because if I will put a C, it will sound different. And then the last one we're going to look at today, pagar. As you can see, the first person changes to pagué to keep the same sound. Ayer no practiqué algún deporte. I was very lazy yesterday. I didn't do any sport. Saber. This is another verb we're going to look at today, which is fully irregular, and you can see you just have to memorize it. Yo supe, tú supiste, él supo. Nosotros supimos, vosotras supisteis, ellos supieron. I'm going to give you an example. Supimos los resultados el lunes. Then we have three verbs that have a UV stem changes. And we have tener, estar, and andar. Same endings, but we have to memorize the stem changing. So for tener, it's tuv. This part they change. So instead of ten, it becomes tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvisteis, tuvieron. So the second part doesn't change, but the middle part changes. Same for estar. You can see that as tuve, estuvistes, estuvo, estuvimos, estuvisteis, estuvieron. Those are stuff that you just have to memorize. The preterit, it's really complicated because there is a lot of memorization going on. Best way to memorize, look at them, study, and do activities. Write down, fill in the blank, and then talking using them. The more you use them, the more it's gonna sound natural and comes natural to you. And the last one, andar, so anduve, anduviste, anduvo. Giving you one example, ella tuvo fiebre. Then we have decir, yo dije, tú dijiste, él dijo, nosotros dijimos, vosotras dijisteis, ellos dijeron. This is also irregular, but one thing to keep in mind when we have nosotros dijimos, vosotros dijisteis, ellos dijeron, and you can see that the E disappears, so it drops. So just keep that in mind, or like, él dijo. La boca de la verdad dijo la verdad. Ver, another irregular one. Yo vi, tú viste, él vio, nosotros vimos, vosotros visteis, ellos vieron. And this is a short form, no accent anywhere. So you can see there are no accents. An example, vosotros visteis la película. Did you watch the movie? And now we're gonna practice. You're gonna conjugate the following verbs. You can see like ir, I want the yo form. Empezar, I want the yo form. And pause the video, write them all down, and then I'm gonna give you all the answers. Yo empecé, tú supiste, ella tuvo, ustedes anduvieron, nosotros dijimos, él vio. That's it for today. Adios.